Hey, what's up? Welcome back to I Love Wrestling Part 2 of Episode 2. And once again, I'd like to thank you all for tuning back in. Without further ado, I got 2 more questions to answer before we wrap it up. So without further ado, once again, let's hop to it. Third question is, what is the worst WWE or any other federation match that you have ever seen? And by federation, of course, they don't just mean the WWE, they mean any other wrestling company. Let me think about that for a second. Time's up. The worst match that I ever seen in my entire life, Madison Square Garden, WrestleMania 20, Brock Lesnar versus Bill Goldberg. The worst match I ever seen in my life. Man, that match, stunk. Matter of fact, you can smell that match from Madison Square Garden to where I'm at right now. And I can tell you, I'm nowhere around New York City, baby. Man, that match was horrible. That match stunk, man. It stunk. Here you go. 2 of the biggest superstars that wrestling had to offer. Brock Lesnar, who made a name for himself with his uncanny strength, his amateur background, and his ability to pretty much go toe-to-toe with anybody, against Bill Goldberg, a guy that's known for the longest winning streak in wrestling history. They build up the match starting back with the Royal Rumble. Brock Lesnar causing Bill Goldberg to get eliminated at the Royal Rumble. Then Bill Goldberg retaliates at No Way Out, which causes Brock Lesnar to lose the WWE Championship to Eddie Guerrero, which I had no problem with because, once again, I love Eddie Guerrero. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. But, I mean, they even brought Vince McMahon into the equation. And top it all, they put one of the biggest superstars during the Attitude Era, Stone Cold Steve Austin, to be the special enforcer of the match. You got a top-notch match right here. I mean, this match could have been huge. This match could have probably taken over. Could have been a main event, if you think about it. But the match comes. 10 minutes, 15 minutes pass. Not even a grapple, man. Not even a wrist lock. Not even a headlock. Nothing. These guys just standing in the ring smiling. Okay, all right. Let's break it down for a minute. Everybody knew that these 2 were going to leave after WrestleMania. Everybody knew it. But still, you owe it to the fans that come there, that pay their hard-earned money to see you, who buys your crappy DVDs, who buys your shirts, who supports you, good or bad, no matter what your gimmick is, no matter what storyline and who you're doing it with, your fans still support you. And you owe it to those fans in the arena, and you owe it to the fans that spend $50, $60 on your pay-per-view. And these guys could give not a damn about anybody but themselves, and you can see it that night. I mean, the match was horrible. I mean, when they got into it, it got no better because it was a complete botch fest. I mean, nobody seemed like they knew what they were doing. And the only thing that saved that match was Stone Cold Steve Austin stunning both of them at the end. That was the best part of that match. And I mean, honestly, that was the worst match ever. I mean, that match stunk. The worst match I ever seen. As a matter of fact, the WWE need to do everybody a favor. They need to edit that match off the WrestleMania 20 DVD. If you have it, I'm so sorry. I don't even work for WWE, but I'm so sorry. And for those who never seen that match, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. After episode 2, why don't you go check it out? If you're not sleepy, but I guarantee you watch that match, it's gonna put you to sleep. Okay, the final question I'm gonna answer for today is, what was the worst gimmick in WWE history? What was the worst gimmick in WWE history? The worst gimmick. Man, they got quite a few, man. Honestly, the worst gimmick. okay, this a tie. And I don't think it's for the WWE. I mean, it's the WWE and WCW, which I'm going to ask anyway because WWE owns WCW anyway. The worst gimmick in WWE that I can think of by far was the Repo Man. The Repo Man? Really? The Repo Man. This man coming out here with a trench coat on, with a hamburger mask, and going around, circling around the ring, creeping, stealing stuff around the ring, and talking about he repossessed. Really? I mean, come on, WWE. I knew you could have did better than that. I mean, that man's career was over before it started. I mean, and then they had the nerve to put the man in a World Heavyweight Championship match against the Macho Man Randy Savage. The worst match I ever seen in my life. The worst. Well, second worst to the Brock Lesnar Goldberg match. But still, man, I mean, they could have came up with a better gimmick for your boy. And the last but not least, it was in WCW, a guy by the name of Glacier. I don't know if people remember who Glacier was, but Glacier was almost similar like to a Mortal Kombat character. I mean, he walked out there looking like Sub-Zero with a mask over his face. I mean, the gimmick was just horrible. I mean, he was like a jiu-jitsu type guy. I don't know, but they could have left that where it was at. And, oh man, those by far that I could think of were the two worst gimmicks I ever seen. But that's all the time we have for today. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to check out my email, tjayloveswrestling@yahoo.com. Post your comments below on the YouTube screen. Also, if you have some more questions for me, hit me up on my email. Till then, until episode 3, peace.